Hey, oozes and bunnies. This is a preview of the most recent Party Planning, an extra podcast that the Join the Party crew makes for our Patreon. If you want to listen to the whole thing, go to patreon.com/jointhepartypod. Check out this preview. Oh yeah, we're recording in Zoom so that we can share audio to you. Thanks, Zoom lady. Brandon, the first thing I wanted to do was do a terrible British accent like Zach Lowe or what is his name? The guy from British TV, British Radio 1? Zach Lowe is a bastard.
Zach Lowe. Yeah, Zach Lowe. Yeah.
Is his name also Zach Lowe?
Or Zane Lowe? Zane
Lowe.
Yeah.
Zane, I'm like, oh, bro, so we got two guys doing the theme song. Oh, it's theme song chat campaign 2.
I was going to do a bit about me being multitude. Like, I am multitude because my name says multitude on the bottom left. But I didn't do that. So I'm glad I didn't do it because it wasn't very funny.
Can we tell a funny story about Zoom right before we start doing this? Because we're going to spend so much time looking at Brandon's Pro Tools. I want to start with like some human elements. We're going to talk about the theme song, but we realized that we couldn't record in the usual place where we do, called Riverside, because we have to share a bunch of stuff. We're sharing a bunch of audio. Also, we are making the video version open to all patrons. So if you're at the $5 level, make sure to go on Patreon, check out the video, because we're doing a lot of screen sharing for this one, and it's not going to be that easy to like gesture auditorily towards the video stuff we're doing. We're like, oh, we'll just record on Zoom. Zoom's really good about this. We've seen a ton of people run massive seminars. We've even ran a whole podcast conference on Zoom.
The government has done the whole Zoom.
True. But instead, right when we wanted to record, Zoom went down for like 3 hours. The one time we needed Zoom, it wasn't there for us.
I was there for the entire of 2020 pandemic, but in 2025, when it was time to record, it was like, nah, fuck you two specifically.
Hey, you know Brandon and Eric? Fuck those guys. I'm slowing the economy so slow. All right, so we're going to talk about the theme song. It's been like 2.5 years since we came up with a theme song, and that's my fault for making Campaign 3 so long.
I mean, I could have just made some theme songs along the way. Nothing was stopping me. So
you definitely could have, Brandon. I was waiting, but you never asked me if you were going to make Model Our Nation's theme songs. I was
You're right.
Like someone dating someone else for 10 years and just kind of waiting around to see if anything changed. So yeah, we're going to talk about making the theme song or inspirations for it. We're going to really dive in deep, and then I'm going to share the video, the stop motion video that I made, and show how the inspiration for that stuff. And I got a bunch of things here, but let's start with the inspiration. Brandon, where do we start where we come up with theme song for a new campaign?
Oh man, it's always a little bit different, I think, but it's the foundation. It's like, what's the vibe we're after? What's the sort of genre or the inspiration in terms of like musical inspiration? So this time it was like pop punk, post punk, sort of like in my head it was like all girl band, punk band, that kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And then you had a good idea that you saw that you liked that you shared with me, and it sort of brought the whole thing together.
It really did. I mean, it was so like, I think we settled on masks, and then I think Julia was like, we're doing a super school, and we're like, great. Super school sounds sick. So there being such like a high school element to it, I think brought us back to our nostalgia. We're finally old enough to have nostalgia. Congratulations. I think pop punk was where we were reaching to, and I think this is true for everything. I think this is a big thing within video games a lot, but this is true of all art, especially in podcasting and actual play. Like, enjoy other media other than just the thing you're in, because you will get inspirations from that and be able to pull it in. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm not a music person, Brandon. Like, I played bass guitar in middle school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had a big, I liked it, but like, I never thought of myself as someone who had rhythm or could do music. I just like practiced enough that I was okay at it. Right. Mm-hmm. So when I get music inspirations, and I felt this way when we were doing Campaign 3, which really felt like you and me doing some song ass writing, doing some producing. And when I wanted to put the huh into the sea shanty and writing the lyrics, I felt like Rick Rubin. Like I felt like a producer, the mythical producer who like stands behind the engineer and is like, no, that. And like number one hit, right? That's Benny Blanco, Brandon. That's
Jesus
why
Christ.
Single ugliest man on earth dating Selena Gomez. Because he's so good at music. And I had this inspiration because I was watching GDQ. And GDQ is Games Done Quick. It is a event where speedrunners play video games as much as possible. But recently, they've been doing like different showcases. Anything involving playing a video game, interestingly, at a high level, they've been integrating into Games Done Quick recently. And 3 months ago, they had Awesome Games Done Quick, which was in Minneapolis.
It's called Awesome Games Done Quick?
They now have like 3 or 4 events. So they split them up. So this is like the one that they do in winter is called GDQ, Awesome Games Done Quick.
That's funny.
Like other ones. So I saw this one video that I really wanted to share that became like the big inspiration point. And I saw this and I literally texted it to you and like, Brandon, can we do this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to share it.
Show me that video.
Screen footage.
All right. First of all, I want to just quickly say that we need to relax at Greenpoint's top massage spot. That could be us.
We sure do, man. I have had YouTube Premium for so long, I forgot about all this stuff. My podcasting's better than YouTube. Is this what we're looking at right now? So they did a playthrough of the Dreamcast legendary game, Crazy Taxi. It's time for some Crazy Taxi. Let's make some crazy money. And they did it with a live backing band. And something about this activated a part in my brain. So activated something in my brain. I'm only going to play this for a few seconds, but I'm going to describe what it is that I responded to so much. Because I mean, it's only the intro is important. Crazy Taxi is like a really legendary, significant butthole rock 90s punk inspired soundtrack. So that's what they're playing while they're playing Crazy Taxi. But just this intro is all you really need to know.
All right, before we get started, I'm going to toss it over to Two Dose and Chuckles to give a quick breakdown on how this crazy box run is going to go.
Two Dose, I can't believe it's been 10 years since Crazy Taxi's been a GDQ.
While I was watching this video, I'm like, oh, every single person, from a charismatic person like the lead singer of the band, from the first person who was speaking, to just the random bass player over there, sounds good with that fucking drums underneath. It sounds awesome. It sounds incredible with that just bass drum doing its thing underneath, saying anything. So I think the thing that pulled it together was like, I want to do a monologue in the beginning of a loud punk-inspired song for our theme song.
Yep.
And like that kind of pulled the whole thing together.
100%. And I always need a point of inspiration to get started on what I am doing. And that was the point of inspiration for this session.
Wow. Look at this Pro Tools.
Look at this. Look at this guy go. Look how, first of all, I want everyone to notice my session management. It's so pretty and so perfect. Thank you. I'm amazing.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I think we should start with the drums.
Let's start.
Because that's where everything started. So I knew I was looking for something that it's the floor tom, the like that same beat, that do cut do cut do cut, but all on toms. It's a very common beat, but I know I wanted to do that, so I looked through my drum software called Addictive Drums to find the beat I liked, but most importantly, I wanted to find a sound that was inspiring to me. And let me see if I can find the first one here. Was it this one? Well, I'll just play them in sync here. But so I have 4 different tracks here. They're all doing something different. But the first one that struck me was, "Oh, why don't you sound?" Can you hear?
No, I can't.
Why?
Now I can hear myself again.
Hey, all you super friends!
I can hear it.
Okay, there we go. I just needed to solo the whole thing, I think. Oh my god damn it. There we go. Okay. It's not this one. This one. So this was the drum sound that I found that was really inspiring to me. And I like it because it was crunchy as fuck, and it was trashy, and it was cool. It was called Hip Murd. But that's the thing that started it all. I really enjoyed that. Can you see this extra window? Yeah, you can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So this is what that sounds like. This is the beginning of the whole track.
I wanted to speak over it. It is. I mean, we already know this as a cheat code when you were doing stuff anyway. But it's like music beds make everything sound good.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do.
Brandon, I can hear myself. Is that bad?
I can't hear you. Jesus Christ, Zoom. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No one think about it too much.
Okay.
The echo cancellation is on, so I don't know. I think it's fine.
Okay.
But let's keep going for the folks here. So I played that, and the whole thing I just played that on a loop, basically, and the idea that I wanted to get out was what's next. And to me, it was like, all right, I got these trashy-ass drums. Let's hear what a fucking bass line would be over that. And the bass line that ended up in the final track was just my scratch track. You can see it says bass scratch. And I actually had to, I liked it so much that I wanted to keep it, and I had to time stretch it because it was at the wrong tempo when I was doing the demos.
Sorry, I was too busy fucking around to do a good job, and I had to make sure it was good.
Mm-hmm, exactly. But that sounded something like this. I just love that, like, so fucking distorted thing.
That was great. My favorite part was the accent work. If you like that, you gotta hear the rest of Party Planning by joining the Patreon at patreon.com/jointhepartypod.